Well, it looks like the Kevin Cronin Band will just be a one-tour-and-done band. The tour kicks off on May 28th in Greenville, South Carolina, and the last date shows August 24th in Milwaukee. The Brotherhood of Rock Tour consists of Styx, Don Felder, and the Kevin Cronin Band. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the conflict that went on with Kevin using the name REO Speedwagon. If not, I'll leave a link to the other video explaining that situation at the end of this one. Kevin was the frontman and songwriter of the group REO Speedwagon. Probably the best decision Kevin Cronin ever made was passing up going to college and then going on to join REO Speedwagon at the age of 20 as the lead vocalist and songwriter. Although it didn't last long, and in the middle of recording his second album with the group in 1973, he left over creative differences. Was this just an omen of things to come? During the album, Riding the Storm Out, Kevin up and quit during the recording of it. Him and Gary Richrath were butting heads at the time, and Kevin moved on. So they finished the album with Michael Murphy doing the lead vocals. But after a few years, when the opportunity to get Kevin back came, they jumped on it. That was in January of 1976, and Kevin has been with the band ever since. Last year, Kevin had taken the members and crew of REO Speedwagon and changed the name to the Kevin Cronin Band and moved on. But as I said earlier, this will only be for a short time, it seems. 2 days ago, I was informed by a close friend to check out a post on Facebook by a gentleman named John Aldridge. John has been the drum tech for REO Speedwagon and working for their longtime drummer, Brian Hitt, for 20 years, starting with the group in 2005. It seems 2 days ago, John was informed September 1st would be his last day of work with the band. I'll quote him here. "I was informed today of an extended break which would be following the Styx Kevin Cronin Don Felder tour that kicks off in a couple of weeks. I'm very thankful for REO and Brian Hitt for taking the chance on me back in 2005 and wish that the tour would continue. But that's not going to happen. I'm happy to say that I'd work for these guys anytime if they ever decided to kick it back up again." So to me, it sounds like this took him by surprise, that there was no more tours being planned after this one. There is also a post with someone saying, "Maybe Brian Hitt will pick up a gig and you could stay with him." John replied saying, "That would be cool." This sounds to me like Brian Hitt will be on hiatus also come September 1st. On Kevin Cronin's webpage, it does show the last tour date as August 24th, 2025. But right after that, it shows a February 23rd, 2026 Rock Legend Cruise booked. Something like this Kevin could do on his own, I guess, or maybe get some of the members back together, or just hire some guys to back him up. We can only speculate. But there is no speculation that Brian Hitt's drum tech, John Aldridge, is putting out feelers looking for a new gig come September 1st of this year. I did see one reply to his post from Bruce Hall. I'll put Bruce's reply up to John here, and you can read it yourself. Bruce and the rest of the former REO Speedwagon members are working on the Legacy of REO concert coming up on June 14th. Find out more about that show and what Bruce Hall has to say by watching the videos here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy the videos.